Hey guys, and welcome to this deep release and stretch yoga class. This slow and relaxing yoga sequence is perfect to help you de-stress, relax after a long day and promote a good night's sleep. You will stretch with lots of low to the ground poses to help you deepen your flexibility and ease your mind and muscles. For today, you might need a blanket or a cushion and a strap. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Georgina, and please don't forget to subscribe down below. With that being said, let's begin. We will start seated in cross-legged position or maybe variation of hero pose. You can use a cushion underneath your hips to feel more comfortable. And important here is to keep your spine straight. You can start by closing your eyes and taking few deep breaths, just arriving into stillness and into the present moment, bringing focus to your breath. And breathing deeply through your nose. We will start by releasing any tension in the upper body, warming up and stretching. So you can roll your shoulders up to your ears and back, doing this movement a few more times. Stretching your neck from side to side. Bringing your right ear to your right shoulder and bringing your left arm out and feeling stretch all the way from your ear to your left fingers. And going over to the other side, so your left ear is close to your left shoulder and extending your right arm out, feeling this nice stretch. And coming back. Let's twist to the left side, bringing your right hand to your left knee. And coming to the front, and let's go to the other side. Left hand, right knee, and twisting to the right, maybe gazing over your right shoulder and coming back. Bringing your left hand down and right arm overhead, lengthening your right side of the body here and easing out, going to the other side, left arm overhead and lengthening left side of the body. Coming out of the pose and finding your way to child pose. So bringing your knees wide, bringing your hips towards your heels, your toes are touching, and just releasing your chest down, relaxing your forehead on the mat, taking a few deep breaths here. Reaching your arms in front of you, feeling this nice stretch throughout your spine. With every inhale, feeling your body expand, and with every exhale, feeling your chest coming closer down to the earth, and your hips closer to your heels. And slowly through tabletop, bringing your hands in front of you, and just for a moment coming down into melting heart pose. So your hips are over your knees, your chest is melting down towards the ground. Lifting your elbows off the floor and bringing your right arm to the left, threading it in between your left knee and your left hand. Bringing your right cheek down to the mat. Coming out, and let's go to the other side. Left arm to the right side and relaxing your left cheek down. It's a great shoulder stretch and shoulder opener. Coming out of the pose and warming up your body with the cat and cow. Inhale, gazing up, opening your chest, and exhale, rounding, gazing towards your navel for cat pose. Doing a few more. Inhale up, arching your back, and gazing down, rounding your back, and just doing it in your own rhythm, finding what feels good. Do any intuitive movement here, moving from side to side. If you want bigger range of movement, you can go from child pose all the way to cobra, back to child pose, and just doing a few more movements like this, releasing any tension you might be feeling, warming up your body. And coming into tabletop position, bringing weight on your left hand and your left knee, and opening your right arm up and your right leg to the side, going for gate pose. Bringing your right arm overhead and lengthening your right side of the body. Coming back down into tabletop, and let's go to the other side. Lifting your left arm up and sending it overhead. And release down, tucking in your toes and going for downward facing dog, pedaling your legs, bending one knee at a time, maybe swaying from side to side, spreading your fingers and your toes wide, bringing your heels closer to the ground. You can always bend your knees here if your hamstrings are a bit tight. Pressing through your hands, feeling your spine lengthen, and taking small steps to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen, and exhale, fold. You can grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. And releasing your hands down, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae with your head coming up the last. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, hands to heart. From here, step your left foot back. You don't have to take too wide stance. Bringing your left foot somewhere in 45 degrees angle. Your hips are squaring to the front, and start folding down, bringing your hands down and finding pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fall down and surrender. You can bend your knees a little bit if it's too much on your hamstrings. And just staying here for a few more breaths. And slowly start coming up, bringing your hands to hips, and inhale, reach up. Coming back to the front of the mat and stepping your right foot back, adjusting your stance, bringing your right hip forward, left hip back, squaring your hips, and start by folding down over your left leg, keeping your spine straight as much as you can, bringing your hands down and release your torso down. Really feeling this deep stretch and release in this pose. Inhale, halfway lengthen, and walk your hands to the right side of the mat, adjusting your feet so you bring your toes in, your heels out. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fall down for wide-legged forward fold. You can keep your hands down on the mat or grab your ankles. Feeling your spine, your hamstrings lengthen. Release any tension you might feel in your neck. And and just surrender to this fold and stretch. Bringing your hands underneath your chest, inhale halfway, and exhale, start heel toeing your feet, bringing your toes out, your feet in, your heels in this time, and squatting down into yogic squat or malasana. Bringing your hands to heart, your elbows to your inner knees, pushing them open, opening your chest. 2 more breaths here. And just sit down to the floor, opening your legs to each side of the mat, and we will go for wide-legged forward fold. Now, if you have your cushions ready, you can use them. So if hips are feeling a bit tight today, you can just put it underneath your sit bones and elevate your pelvis, so it will be easier for you to fall down. Or you can use it in front of you, so you make yourself more comfortable, like you can bring your elbows or your forearms on your cushion, or you can even use one in front of you, one underneath your hips. So with your spine straight, let's start walking our hands to the front and easing down into the pose, keeping your feet flexed and just taking deep breaths here. Let your breath guide you deeper into the pose. With every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, go deeper. Finding where you feel comfortable, so maybe you are staying on your forearms, maybe you are resting your forehead down. Staying here for a few more breaths. Slowly coming out of the pose, move your cushion out of the way, and we will work on opening our outer hips and hamstrings. So bringing your right leg, right knee on top of your left, walking your hands to the front and just folding your torso over your right thigh, flexing your left foot, Feeling stretch in your left hamstring and your left outer hip. And staying here for a few more breaths. Out of the pose, you can go back into wide-legged position and bringing your left knee on top of your right, just going to the other side, lengthening your spine, inhale, and walking your hands to the front, exhale. Folding down, flexing your right foot. Slowly coming out of the pose, facing front of our mat and finding your way down, bringing your knees to chest, rocking from side to side and releasing your left leg down. And sending your right knee over to the left side, going for supine twist, stretching your right arm in front of you, gazing towards your right shoulder. This is a great way to detox your body after a long day. And coming back to the middle, bringing your knees to chest and releasing your right leg down and sending your left knee over to the right side, gazing over your left shoulder. Coming back to the middle, bringing your knees to chest one more time. Give them a big hug and a squeeze. And release your legs, bringing your knees down, your soles of the feet together. And going for butterfly pose. You can press your inner thighs to open your hips a little bit more. Want more support in this pose, you can put the cushions underneath your back and can either bring your hands one to your heart, one to your belly, or you can relax them by your side, bringing your palms facing up, taking one last deep breath together. Inhale through your nose and open your mouth, sigh it all out. Release all that no longer serves you and find deep relaxation. Staying in this pose for a little while, or just stretching your legs, bringing your feet to each side of the mat and taking final resting posture, Shavasana. Maybe stretching your arms above your head like a big morning stretch, and turn to one side and start coming up into seated pose, bringing your hands to heart. Thank you for letting me guide you through this practice. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this class, and please let me know in the comments down below how it went for you. Also, once again, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.